spent countless hours with these gaming masterpieces, and trust me, your collection isn't complete without them. Before we dive in, make sure to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss our Switch content. Let's jump right into these amazing games that showcase just what makes the Nintendo Switch such an incredible gaming system. The 100 line, Last Defense Academy on Nintendo Switch delivers a dramatic fusion of visual novel storytelling and strategic RPG combat. From the creators of Danganronpa and Zero Escape, the game centers on Takumi Sumino and 14 other students trapped in a bizarre academy. Their mission, defend the school against relentless alien invaders over the course of 100 in-game days. Players alternate between intense grid-based tactical battles and deeply emotional narrative segments, where each decision can ripple into one of over 100 possible endings. With a script longer than 60 novels, the story dives deep into the personalities, conflicts, and choices of the cast, challenging players to lead, sacrifice, and survive. The rich pixel art style and branching dialogue bring every moment to life, making this a standout experience for fans of layered storytelling and strategy.
各メンバーのスキルを使って敵を効率的に殺しまくる。ボルテージが 100% 以上溜まったら必殺技で広範囲を一気殲滅。それが戦闘の基本ね。
Next on our list is SteamWorld Dig 2. Grab your pickaxe and journey deep underground as Dorothy, a steam-powered robot searching for her missing friend Rusty from the first game. This game takes the Metroidvania formula and adds a mining twist that's seriously addictive. You'll dig through the earth collecting valuable minerals to sell in town, using the cash to upgrade your gear. But watch out, the caves are filled with deadly creatures and tricky puzzles. The gameplay loop is pure joy. Dig deeper, find treasure, return to town, upgrade, repeat. But it's the steady stream of new tools that keeps things fresh. From a grappling hook to water bombs to a pressure-powered dash. Each upgrade opens new areas and lets you revisit old sections in completely different ways. The controls feel buttery smooth, and the hand-drawn steampunk world is bursting with personality. Moving on to Katana ZERO, this game is intense. You play as a samurai assassin with the ability to slow down time, creating some of the most satisfying combat I've ever experienced on Switch. The gameplay is lightning fast, one hit and you're dead, but the same goes for your enemies. Each level is like a violent puzzle where you slash, dodge, deflect bullets, and use the environment to take out rooms full of baddies. What blew my mind is how your character can literally predict the future. When you die, it rewinds as if that attempt was just a plan that wouldn't work. The story is a mind-bending mystery about your character's past, told through unique dialogue sequences where you can interrupt characters or stay silent, changing how scenes play out. The pixel art style is gorgeous, with neon-soaked environments and fluid animations that make every kill feel spectacular. Let's talk about Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. This is actually two amazing games in one package. 3D World brings the classic Mario formula into a 3D space that works perfectly in multiplayer. Grab up to 3 friends and cause absolute chaos as Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad, each with their own movement styles. The Catsuit power-up lets you climb walls and pounce on enemies, completely changing how you approach levels. Then there's Bowser's Fury, which is totally different. An open-world Mario adventure where a giant rage-fueled Bowser periodically emerges from a lake of black goo to rain destruction down on you. You'll team up with Bowser Jr. to collect cat shines across a series of islands, powering up the Giga Bell to transform into a massive Cat Mario for epic kaiju-style showdowns. Both games look incredible on Switch, with vibrant colors and creative level design that constantly introduces new ideas. absolutely need to play Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Don't let the cute visuals fool you. This is one of the most perfectly crafted platformers ever, and it's seriously challenging. The evil snowmads have frozen DK's tropical paradise, and it's up to Donkey Kong and his friends to take it back. You'll jump, roll, and pound your way through gorgeously detailed levels that are bursting with secrets and collectibles. The game really shines with its incredible level variety. You'll ride mine carts through collapsing caves, navigate rocket barrels through deadly obstacles, swing through treetops, and swim through dangerous underwater passages. Each world has its own unique theme and mechanics that keep surprising you hours into the game. If you're finding it too tough, you can play as Funky Kong, who has extra abilities that make things a bit easier. The dynamic camera that zooms in and out to showcase the beautiful environments adds so much to the experience. Can't make this list without talking about the absolutely bonkers Bayonetta 3. This game cranks the action up to 11 and then breaks the dial completely. You play as the witch Bayonetta, fighting against man-made bioweapons and mysterious entities called homunculi that are destroying reality itself. The combat is pure adrenaline, chained together punches, kicks, and gunshots into massive combos while dodging attacks with perfect timing to trigger witch time, slowing down enemies while you unleash punishment. New to this game is the Demon Slave feature that lets you directly control the massive demons Bayonetta summons, turning battles into kaiju-style smackdowns. You'll also play as new characters like Viola, who uses a sword, and a cat demon named Cheshire with completely different playstyles. The game constantly throws new set pieces at you. One minute you're fighting on top of a moving train, the next you're piloting a giant mech through a city. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. This game isn't just a platformer, it's an emotional journey that will stick with you long after the credits roll. You play as Ori, a guardian spirit exploring a dying forest to rescue your owl friend Ku. The movement in this game feels incredible. You'll start with basic jumps, but soon gain abilities like a double jump, dash, grapple, and more that combine to make you feel like you're dancing through the environment. Combat is fast and fluid, with different weapons you can switch between instantly. A spirit sword for close range, a bow for distance, a hammer for heavy damage. The game's bash ability lets you bounce off objects and enemies, creating some truly mind-blowing platforming sequences. What makes this game special is how it balances challenge with accessibility. The difficulty ramps up perfectly as you improve. You guys need to play Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Nintendo completely reinvented 2D Mario with this game, and it's amazing. The big new feature is Wonder Flowers, which transform levels in totally unpredictable ways when you touch them. Pipes might come alive and start dancing. Gravity could flip, you might turn into a giant bouncing ball, or the music could change into a full vocal track. These moments had me laughing out loud with surprise. The new power-ups are game changers too. The elephant fruit transforms Mario into an elephant who can smash blocks with his trunk or spray water to defeat enemies. The game introduces badge abilities you can acquire. Let me tell you about Fire Emblem, 3 Houses. This epic strategy RPG completely consumed my life for weeks. You play as a professor at the Gareg Mach Monastery, where you'll choose one of 3 houses of students to teach and lead in battle. The gameplay is split between tactical grid-based combat, where positioning and weapon choices matter tremendously, and school life, where you build relationships with your students and develop their skills. What blew me away is how your choices actually matter. Who you recruit, how you train them, and even even casual conversations can dramatically change the story. Each student has their own personality, backstory, and growth path, making it impossible not to get attached to your team. The combat system is deep but accessible. You'll consider terrain advantages, weapon weaknesses, special combat arts, and battalions of soldiers that assist your main characters.
Had to be done.
Astral Chain, set in a cyberpunk future where humanity is threatened by interdimensional creatures called chimeras. You play as a rookie officer in a special police task force with a secret weapon, a captured chimera called a legion chained to you through a psychic connection. The combat system is unlike anything I've played before. You directly control your character with standard attacks while simultaneously positioning your legion using the right stick, creating insane combo possibilities. You can wrap the chain connecting you around enemies to bind them, launch yourself to your legion to cross gaps, or coordinate attacks from 2 directions. Outside of combat, you'll solve crimes using special legion abilities. One can track scents, another can listen to audio recordings from the past, others can move heavy objects or traverse otherwise impossible terrain. The game constantly introduces new ideas across its cases, from stealth sections to racing segments to massive boss fights. Luigi's Mansion 3. Poor Luigi just can't catch a break. What started as a luxury hotel vacation turns into a ghost hunting nightmare when King Boo traps Mario and friends in paintings. This game oozes charm from every corner. Luigi's terrified reactions, the distinct personalities of each ghost, and the incredible amount of interactive objects in the environment. The gameplay revolves around your trusty Poltergust G00 vacuum that sucks up ghosts after you stun them with your flashlight. But the real game changer is Gooigi, a gooey clone of Luigi you can deploy to squeeze through bars, walk across spikes, and help solve cooperative puzzles. Each floor of the hotel has its own completely unique theme. A disco dance floor, medieval castle, Egyptian tomb, pirate ship, with puzzles and ghosts that match the setting. The attention to detail is insane. You can vacuum literally everything, revealing hidden money and secrets everywhere. Pikmin 4. Nintendo has outdone themselves with this adorable strategy adventure. You play as a space rescuer who crash lands on a mysterious planet filled with tiny plant-like creatures called Pikmin. These little buddies follow your commands and help you explore, solve puzzles, and battle creatures much bigger than yourself. The coolest addition is your new dog companion Ochi, who can carry Pikmin on his back and help you cross water and other obstacles. Each Pikmin type has unique abilities. Red ones are fireproof, blue ones can swim, yellow ones conduct electricity, and the new ice Pikmin can freeze enemies in water. The day-night cycle adds a strategic layer as you need to accomplish tasks before sundown or face dangerous nocturnal creatures. With multiple playable characters, tons of treasures to find, and both story and side missions, this game kept me coming back for just one more day of Pikmin adventures. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is absolutely mind-blowing. This fighting game brings together over 80 characters from gaming history in the Ultimate Crossover Showdown. We're talking Mario fighting Cloud from Final Fantasy, Solid Snake taking on Pikachu, and Minecraft Steve battling against Sephiroth. The gameplay is pure chaos in the best way possible. You're trying to knock opponents off the stage rather than depleting a health bar. Each character has their own unique moveset that somehow perfectly captures their original games. Mega Man shoots lemons, is, Link uses bombs and arrows, and Kirby can copy other fighters' abilities. The amount of content is ridiculous. Hundreds of spirit battles that recreate moments from gaming history, a full story mode called World of Light, classic arcade-style runs, and of course multiplayer madness with up to 8 players locally. Pokemon Legends Arceus, the game that completely changed how we play Pokemon. Imagine being transported back in time to the ancient Hisui region, before it was called Sinnoh, when people were actually scared of Pokemon. This game throws away the traditional gym battles, and instead focuses on creating the very first Pokédex by studying Pokemon in their natural habitats. The gameplay is revolutionary. You're actually sneaking through open areas, hiding in tall grass, and throwing Pokeballs directly at wild Pokemon without entering battle sequences. Some Pokemon will flee when they spot you, while others will straight up attack you. Yes, you, not just your Pokemon. When you do battle, the combat has been refreshed with a turn order system based on speed and special strong style or agile style moves that trade power for extra turns. Seeing massive alpha Pokemon roaming the landscape made me both excited and terrified. Metroid Prime Remastered is a masterclass in atmosphere and exploration. This game puts you inside Samus Aran's helmet as she investigates a mysterious space pirate operation on the planet Talon 4. The gameplay brilliantly combines first-person shooting with puzzle solving and platforming that just feels incredible with the new dual-stick controls. Your visor becomes your interface with the world. Scan objects to learn lore. Switch to thermal vision to see invisible platforms, or use X-ray to find hidden passages. As you explore the interconnected world, you'll discover new abilities that completely change how you navigate. The Morph Ball lets you roll through tiny tunnels, the Grapple Beam swings you across gaps, and the Space Jump gives you incredible aerial mobility. Combat feels weighty and impactful as you lock onto enemies while strafing around their attacks. Super Mario Odyssey is pure joy in video game form. This 3D platforming adventure sends Mario globe-trotting across wildly different kingdoms to rescue Princess Peach from Bowser's wedding plans. The big twist: Mario's hat is possessed by a ghost named Cappy that lets you throw your hat and possess enemies and objects. Suddenly, you're controlling a Goomba, a T-Rex, a tank, or even a chunk of meat being chased by a hungry fork. Each kingdom is packed with secrets and power moons. There are over 800 to collect, and finding them requires creative thinking and masterful platforming. The game constantly surprises you with new mechanics and ideas. One minute you're racing Koopas in a realistic city, the next you're solving puzzles in a food-based kingdom. The controls feel buttery smooth, giving you precise control over Mario's extensive moveset of jumps, flips, and dives. Some sections even transform into 2D side-scrolling levels as a throwback to classic Mario. Paper Mario, the 1000-Year Door. This remastered RPG adventure brings one of GameCube's greatest hits to Switch with gorgeous updated visuals. You play as a paper-thin Mario exploring the mysterious port town of Rogueport and searching for the legendary treasure behind the 1000-Year Door. The battle system is genius. Turn-based combat plays out on a literal stage with an audience watching. Pull off stylish moves and the crowd goes wild, giving you power boosts. Mess up and they might throw stuff at you? The paper theme affects everything. Mario can fold into a paper airplane to glide across gaps, turn sideways to slip through cracks, or roll into a tube to roll down hills. Your partners are absolutely hilarious characters with distinct personalities who help both in battle and with solving environmental puzzles. Xenoblade Chronicles X, Definitive Edition on Nintendo Switch, breathes new life into Monolith Soft's massive sci-fi RPG, inviting players back to the alien world of Mira. Set in the aftermath of Earth's destruction, humanity's remnants build a new home, New Los Angeles, on this strange and dangerous planet. Players take on the role of a customizable avatar exploring 5 enormous continents teeming with bizarre creatures, mysterious ruins, and untold secrets. This edition enhances the original with improved visuals, a sleeker user interface, and extended story content, adding even more depth to an already massive adventure. Combat is fast-paced and strategic, featuring real-time systems and giant mechs known as skells that let players soar across the terrain or battle towering monsters. With a mix of solo and online multiplayer missions, deep customization, and expansive world building, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is a truly epic experience that blends science fiction, exploration, and tactical combat into one unforgettable journey.
Destroyed. Move in and strike.
All or nothing.
Upper hand.
Now tackle it up close.
Now it's my turn. Shattering off balance.
Super Mario Party Jamboree brings the ultimate multiplayer madness to Switch with the biggest, craziest party game yet. This game packs in 7 different game boards, each with their own special gimmicks and events. You might be dodging whomps in a construction site or collecting stars in a haunted hotel. The core gameplay is classic Mario Party. Roll dice, move around the board, and try to collect more stars than your friends through a mix of strategy and luck. But the real highlight is the massive collection of over 110 mini-games that test everything from precision timing to wild button mashing. Some use standard controls, others use motion controls, and some even let you work together in 2 versus 2 or 3 versus 1 scenarios. The new Partner Party mode lets you move freely around the board in teams, adding a strategic layer to your movement. Hollow Knight, an atmospheric masterpiece that will absolutely consume your soul. This hand-drawn Metroidvania places you in the role of a tiny bug knight exploring the ancient, ruined kingdom of Hallownest. Armed with just a nail, sword, and determination, you'll venture through haunting caverns, fungal wastes, and crystal peaks filled with corrupted insects and ancient mysteries. The combat feels precise and rewarding. You'll slash, dash, and use magical spells against more than 150 unique enemies and over 40 epic boss fights. As you explore, you'll discover new movement abilities that completely change how you navigate. A wall jump, a shadow dash that phases through enemies, a crystal heart that launches you across gaps. The game never holds your hand or tells you where to go next, creating a genuine sense of discovery as you piece together the map and the kingdom's tragic history. The atmospheric sound design and hauntingly beautiful music create an unforgettable sense of place. Kirby and the Forgotten Land is the absolute cutest apocalypse you'll ever experience. For the first time, our pink puffball hero ventures into a fully 3D world, a mysterious land filled with abandoned shopping malls, overgrown theme parks, and deserted cities being reclaimed by nature. Kirby's signature copy ability returns with a twist. After inhaling enemies, you can gain powers like a sword, ice breath, or fire abilities that can be upgraded by completing specific challenges. But the real game changer is the hilarious mouthful mode, where Kirby stretches his body around real-world objects. He becomes a car to zoom around, a vending machine to shoot soda cans, a cone to pierce through pipes, and even a staircase to reach new areas. The levels are packed with secrets, hidden Waddle Dees to rescue, and creative puzzles that use your abilities in clever ways. Between stages, you'll build Waddle Dee Town, unlocking mini games and shops as you rescue more of Kirby's friends. Metroid Dread, the game that finally brought Samus Aran back in a 2D adventure that literally had me on the edge of my seat. You're stranded on planet ZDR, where everything is trying to kill you, including terrifying robots called EMMI that hunt you down in specific zones. These chase sequences are heart-pounding. When that music kicks in and an EMMI spots you, the panic is real. The gameplay feels buttery smooth as you run, jump, slide, and blast your way through interconnected areas, gradually unlocking new abilities like the spider magnet that lets you climb specific walls, or the phantom cloak that makes you temporarily invisible. The map is massive with tons of secret passages and hidden power-ups that reward exploration. As you get stronger, areas that were once terrifying become your playground. The boss fights are epic challenges that test everything you've learned. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. Imagine waking up in a post-apocalyptic Tokyo where demons roam freely, and you've somehow fused with a mysterious entity, becoming a Nahobino, half human, half demon. This JRPG doesn't hold your hand at all. The combat is brutally challenging in the best possible way. You'll need to negotiate with demons to join your team, fuse them together to create stronger allies, and carefully exploit enemy weaknesses or you'll get absolutely destroyed. One wrong move and it's game over. The press turn battle system rewards strategic thinking. Hit an enemy's weakness and you get extra actions, but miss or get your attack blocked and you lose turns. What sets this game apart is its atmosphere. Exploring the vast, ruined landscapes of Da'at feels lonely and dangerous, with powerful demons lurking around every corner. The story tackles heavy themes like the nature of creation, free will, and what kind of world deserves to exist. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. This game is huge in every way. The world, the story, the combat system, everything is massive. You follow Noah and Mio, soldiers from opposing nations who are literally born to fight and die in an eternal war. Here's the twist. Everyone in this world only lives for exactly 10 years before their life force is harvested. The combat looks chaotic at first, but it's super satisfying once you get the hang of it. You control one character in your 6-person party while the AI handles the rest, using arts, special attacks that charge up through auto attacks. The class system is where things get wild. Characters can swap jobs to learn new abilities, and pairs can fuse together into powerful Ouroboros forms with devastating attacks. As you explore the breathtaking open world of Ionios, you'll discover colonies you can help, unique monsters to battle, and stunning vistas that showcase the Switch's capabilities. Octopath Traveler 2. This gorgeous JRPG combines old-school 16-bit style sprites with modern 3D environments and lighting effects in what they call HD 2D. And wow, does it look amazing! You choose one of 8 completely different characters to start with, each with their own unique story, and eventually build a party with all of them. What's super cool is how each character has special path actions they can use in towns. Throné can steal items from NPCs, Oswald can scrutinize them for information, Ochette can provoke them into battles, and so on. These abilities change between day and night too, giving you different ways to interact with the world. The combat system is all about finding and exploiting enemy weaknesses to break them, stunning them for a turn, and allowing you to deal massive damage. You'll also build up latent power as you fight, unleashing devastating special moves when the gauge is full.
What's our plan of attack? I'll run you through!
Prepare yourself. My blade sings. It's my turn.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the ultimate party game that literally everyone can enjoy, from your little cousin to your grandma. This supercharged racing game packs in a massive 48 courses with the Booster Course Pass, giving you tons of racing action across wildly creative tracks. You'll race upside down on anti-gravity sections, glide through the air, and zoom underwater as you battle for first place. The item system keeps races unpredictable and exciting. You might be crushing the competition one second, then get blasted by a blue shell the next. The character roster is huge, with everyone from Mario and Luigi to Link from Zelda and the Inklings from Splatoon. Each character feels different too, with stats affecting speed, acceleration, and handling. What makes this game special is how accessible it is. Turn on auto acceleration and smart steering, and even complete beginners can have fun while they learn. But don't think that means it's easy. Getting 3 stars on 200cc courses will challenge even racing game veterans. Unicorn Overlord. This amazing tactical RPG completely surprised me with how addictive it is. You play as Elaine, the exiled Prince of Cornea, building a liberation army to take back your homeland from the tyrannical Zenoara Empire. What makes this game so fresh is how battles work. Instead of directly controlling each unit, you arrange your forces into formations before battle, and they fight automatically based on their composition. You've got knights, archers, mages, cavalry, and tons more unit types that all interact in different ways. The real strategy comes from how you build these formations and where you deploy them on the battlefield. As you liberate towns, you'll recruit over 60 unique characters, each with their own personalities, abilities, and storylines. You can also forge relationships between characters through special events, unlocking powerful combo attacks.
I have you!
It's up to you. I shall protect you.
Monster Hunter Rise is an absolute beast of a game that had me hooked for hundreds of hours. The premise is simple. Hunt massive monsters, use their parts to craft awesome gear, then hunt even bigger monsters. But the depth here is incredible. You've got 14 totally different weapon types that completely change how you play. From the technical insect glaive that lets you vault into the air, to the explosive switch axe that transforms between modes, to the rhythmic hunting horn that buffs your team. The game introduces the wire bug, which is a total game changer. This little bug lets you zip around environments, perform powerful silkbind attacks, and even recover mid-air after being knocked back. I can't count how many times this saved my hunt. Each monster feels like a unique puzzle to solve as you learn their attacks, behaviors, and weaknesses. Celeste, a game that looks simple but delivers one of the most powerful gaming experiences I've ever had. On the surface, it's a challenging 2D platformer about a girl named Madeline climbing a mountain, but it's so much more than that. The controls are pixel perfect. You can dash in 8 directions, grab onto walls to climb, and chain these moves together to navigate increasingly difficult obstacles. What's brilliant is how naturally the game teaches you these mechanics and then gradually combines them in more complex ways. You'll bounce off moving platforms, dash through dream blocks that restore your dash mid-air, and avoid deadly spikes and hazards. Each chapter introduces new mechanics that completely change how you approach challenges, from wind that pushes you around to blocks that move when you dash. The story beautifully parallels the gameplay difficulty, following Madeline's struggle with anxiety and self-doubt as she pushes herself to reach the summit. The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom took everything amazing about Breath of the Wild and said hold my potion before adding layers of incredible new gameplay. The game gives Link 4 game-changing abilities that completely transform how you solve problems. Ultra Hand lets you stick objects together to build anything. Vehicles, weapons, contraptions. Your imagination is the only limit. Fuse lets you combine weapons with objects to create crazy new tools like a hammer with a rocket attached or a shield that shoots fire. Ascend lets you pass through solid ceilings, completely changing how you explore. And Recall reverses time for objects, creating mind-bending puzzle solutions. The world itself is now three-dimensional in a way no other game has done. There are floating sky islands high above Hyrule and a vast underground realm called the Depths, each with their own unique challenges and treasures. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, the game that revolutionized open-world design and launched alongside the Switch. From the moment Link steps out of the Shrine of Resurrection and you see the vast landscape of Hyrule stretching before you, you understand this isn't like any Zelda game before it. The freedom is unreal. If you can see a mountain in the distance, you can climb it. The whole world is your playground with barely any restrictions on where you can go. The game's physics and chemistry engines create endless possibilities. Metal objects conduct electricity, fire spreads realistically, objects float in water, and everything reacts exactly how you'd expect. This creates so many aha moments when you figure out a creative solution to a puzzle or combat situation. The survival elements add tension as you manage your stamina wheel for climbing, gliding, and swimming, while also dealing with extreme temperatures that require special gear or elixirs. Such a special console. Which of these games have you played? Which ones are you dying to try? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe for more Switch content every week. This is SwitchTop signing off. See you in the next video.